Hi, all. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. So, yesterday we discussed about how to create a account in the AnyPoint platform, right? And what and all the options are available. And also we discussed about what is API and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we created this account, right? Now let me log in with this account. So this is the home page it will take. So what is the first service here? Design center. What we'll do with the design center?
We'll be creating projects.
Okay, here we are going to create our APIs. Okay, here
APIs.
we can construct API. Okay, by using this design center, we can create an API. Okay, let me click on this API. So yesterday we already created it, so that's why it is showing here. Calculated API specification when you update it. So it is showing yesterday's date. Okay, created by whom? That username it is showing. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just click on this. So automatically it will open this API. Okay. So once you create API, you will get these two things. So how you got this? What is this? Ramel 1.0.
It is the current version of Ramel.
Very good. And then this is the title. Title means whatever the API name which you provided at the beginning. These two we will get it by default. Why? Because we are going to providing at the time of creation, right? Next. So what is this area? Can someone tell me?
Browser.
It's a file browser.
Very good. What about this?
Editor.
Console.
Editor. Okay. What about this?
API
Console.
console.
API console. Good. This?
Chef.
It's a shelf.
Shelf. Very good. So in the editor, see, the moment you click on enter, automatically you will get the intelligence in the chapter. Okay. So now here question is, first of all, how to create a API. Okay. If you want to create a API, what and all the things required that we have to know. If you remember this, so that what will happen, it will be very easy to construct any kind of API. Okay. First, what we will do, we will see the Ramel structure, how the Ramel structure will be. So Ramel is nothing but a RESTful API modeling language. So Ramel structure. So in the Ramel, 3 sections are there: a root session, header session, and then body session. Okay. So what is the first one?
Root section.
Root session. Very good. If I go here, can you see there is a root section, right?
Yes, sir.
So first we have to use this root section. Okay. In the root session, what and all fields available, version, protocol, media type, base URL, right? So you can use any one or two or three depending upon your requirement. You can use it, okay? But always we need to start with the root system, okay? Now I will select version v1. Now you can ask me a question. Hey, already Ramel version is there, right? Again, why you are writing this version?
API version.
Very good. This is the API version. Okay. This is the language version. In one language, you can write n number of versions. Okay. We can change this API version. See, yesterday I wrote to V0. Today also I can write V0. It will not show, any error, anything. But if you change this Ramel version, what will happen? We may get error. Can I write Ramel version 1.2? Can I write it or not?
No.
No.
No. Why? Because
It doesn't exist.
it was not there. It doesn't exist in the Anypan platform. So even if you are trying to write it, it will throw some kind of errors.
We can write 0.8, right?
0.8 we can write it. It was available, right? So nothing will happen. Okay. But this is the latest version, right? So we need to follow this. And I hope yesterday I asked you, to prepare some interview questions. How many people done? So what was the yesterday interview question?
Ramel would have taken the 1.2.
1.0. Anyone prepared answer?
Data types in Ramel 1.0 is very clear.
Mm-hmm.
In 0.8, it is.
Okay. Apart from this, so many differences are there, right? Not only data types, examples, annotations, overlays, extensions. Can you see? There are several changes in the release compared to Ramel version 0.8. Data types are different, examples are different, annotations are different. Okay, libraries different, overlays different. They improved security schemes also. See, these many differences are there. Okay, understood? So whenever if I give you any task or something, what you need to do, you have to type this question in the Google. So you will get it so many links. Okay, you have to open each and every link. Okay. Next. Like this, if you open, for each and every link, at least you may get at least one or two differences. Okay. Can you see Ramel native data types? Like this, enhanced examples. Okay. These are the differences. Okay. Libraries like this. Understood? You just have a look so that you will get clear an idea. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next version is done. If I click on enter, what else we can write in the root section? See, right now it is not showing version. Earlier it is showing, right? Why? Because already I used this. So that's why it is not showing. Next, protocols. Okay. See, protocol, the moment I click on protocols, it is showing HTTP and HTTPS. Okay. It will support these two protocols. Okay. Can someone tell me what is the main difference between HTTP and HTTPS?
HTTPS is
Secured one.
Very good. So in interview, they may ask you what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. So you are going to answer like HTTP is nothing but like a normal protocol, and HTTPS is secure hypertext transfer protocol, right? Immediately, interviewer, he may ask you a question. Hey, you said security, that is fine. What kind of security you will get in HTTPS? For this, you are not able to answer, right?
Authentication based.
Authentication means
You should give
username.
password,
Ah.
username to access this API.
Encryption and decryption.
Very good. Perfect. See, what will happen if you are using HTTP, if you are sending data from one place to other place, what will happen? There will be no security. There will be no encryption and decryption. Understood? If you are using HTTPS, what will happen? If you are sending some message, that will be encrypted. Okay. Once it will reach to the target system, again it is going to be decrypted. Understood? So the best example is you guys are using, internet banking site. You guys are using or not?
Using, sir.
Okay. So did you notice one thing in the internet banking? So the moment you enter password, what will happen? Anyone noticed?
Yeah, that will not
Will show some
visible.
number of intos like that after clicking enter.
See, so here password is there, right? I am entering only 4 characters here. Okay. See, 4 will be like this, right? I am not able to see. But the moment I click on login, what will happen? You could see so many dots. Here only 4, right?
Yes, yes.
So let me click on login. Please see here, okay? It will be not much time, fraction of second. Just have a look here. Instead of 4, you will get so many. See? Did you guys notice?
Yeah.
So what happened the moment I click on login?
It's encrypted.
Whatever the username will be there, whatever the 4 characters I entered, that will be encrypted. Okay, encrypted means we will get some kind of code. Okay. So the moment you enter that, it will be encrypted. So that what will happen? Hackers, they are not going to hack your password. Understood?
Yes,
Even
sir.
though if they will hack your password, there are so many algorithms will be there. Okay. Which algorithm they used, that they will not find it. Okay. Even though if they will find the algorithm by luck, again some security key will be there that they don't know. So that hackers, they are not going to hack that passwords or username. I'll show you practically how it is going to work in the coming classes. Okay. Right now you guys understood, right? So difference between HTTP and HTTPS.
Yes, sir.
If you want, you can use both. Okay, version protocols. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, next.
So in our case, data will get encrypted.
Yeah, because this is design, right? So dummy, whatever we are providing, nothing will happen. This is the skeleton of our API. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever we are doing in the design center, everything will be dummy. Okay. Or you can call it as a skeleton or blueprint of your API. Understood? Okay. Next. So this is the root section. Next, header session and then body session. Okay. Header session, body session, I'll show you where it will come. Now, if you want to construct any kind of API, we need 5 things. If you remember these 5 steps, your life will be easy to construct any kind of API. Okay. Can you see? So if you want to construct any kind of API, we need to remember only these 5 steps. Okay. If you remember these 5 steps, it will be easy to create any kind of API, to construct any kind of API. Okay. So I'll give you 1 minute of time. You need to remember all these 5 in a proper order. Okay. Resource path, method, request, response, HTTP status codes. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm going to repeat, all this in the coming classes. But right now, you just remember all these 5 steps. Okay. First one is resource path. So resource path is nothing but it's like just a name. Okay. Name means, right? Any name you can write it. Okay. Next, methods. We do have so many methods, but 99% we are going to use only these 5 methods: get, post, put, delete, patch. Okay. So what is get method? What is put method? What is delete? What is patch? Okay. When we are going to use this method, in which scenario we need to use it, everything we will discuss in the coming classes. Okay. If I
Yes, sir.
explain everything now, it will be difficult for you to understand everything. We'll go step by step so that you can understand very easily. Next, a request, a response, and then HTTP status codes. Okay. So you remember, right, all 5?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Now can someone tell me in a proper order what is the first one?
Resource path.
Very good. Resource path,
Methods.
methods, very good.
Request, response,
Request, response,
HTTP
Response.
status code.
Perfect.
HTTP status code.
Super. So if you remember this 5, what will happen? For every API, we are going to follow the same structure. Okay. If you are going with 1 year experience, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years of experience, we need to follow the same procedure. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right or wrong? Okay. So that's why I'm explaining very clearly here. If you remember all these 5 steps, it will be easy to construct any kind of API. Okay. Even after 2 years also, the procedure will be same. Okay. So what is the first one you said? Resource path, right?
Yes, sir.
So resource path is nothing but what? It is just like a name. It will start with the forward slash. Okay. Slash. You can write any name, right? Resource path is nothing but like a name. Let me write hero. See, the moment I wrote here, it got displayed here, right? See, if I write anything, it is not giving any kind of error. Why? Because resource path is nothing but like a just a name. You can write any name. Okay. So even if you write cricket also, it is not throwing any kind of error. But we need to write a meaningful name. Okay. Don't worry about here. In the real time, what will happen? Everything they will provide you guys. Okay. Everything means What is the resource path, request, response, HTTP status codes, everything they will provide. Which method we need to use it, everything they will give you in the document. What we need to do, just to copy paste it. That's it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now if I write cricket, this is not good, right? What is my API here? Calculator. In the calculator, can we call it anything in the cricket or something? No,
No.
right? If I write hero, in calculator, hero will be there? No, right? What will be there in the calculator? What we can do?
Addition, subtractions, multiplication, dividend.
Very good. So we are going to perform some kind of operation, like we are going to perform some addition or subtraction or division. Like this we are going to follow, right? So that we need to write it so that it will be meaningful. Addition. Okay, so this is my resource path. Okay, next what I will do? What is the next step? Resource path is completed, right?
Method.
Method. See here, nothing is there, right now in the chef. So the moment I click on enter, you can see all methods will be displayed. Okay. So don't write it by your own. Everything you can select automatically. Okay. So how many methods will be there? So
Get
many are
method.
there, but
Yeah.
we will go with only 5, even in the real time also. So what is get method? What is put, patch, delete, everything we will see. Okay. So this is the root session. This is the header session. And now body session. Okay. So resource path is done, method is done. What is the next step?
Request.
Request. Very good. So here you need to remember one thing. So request we can pass it many ways, right or wrong? So request we can pass it through query parameters, through URI parameters, through body, and then through headers. Can you see? Through body we can pass it, through headers, through query parameters, through URI parameters also we can pass it. Okay. So I'm going to showcase you all the possible ways. I said 4 ways, right? All 4 ways we will do it in the coming 4 classes. Daily what I will do, in one class I am going to pass request in one way, so that within 4 days you will become an expert, to send the request any one of the way. Okay. So today, very first day, I will go with the query parameter. Request I am going to pass in the form of query parameter. Let me select query parameter. Okay. So what do you mean by query parameter? Anyone, any idea regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay, great. I will tell you. I hope you guys, using Google so much, right? Every time you are going to use Google, right or wrong? See,
Yes, sir.
I want to know the cricket. So what I'll do, just I'm going to pass cricket here. Okay. See, what you will do, you are going to type, you will see it down, right? Everyone. Did anyone notice in this URL here? You can see some URL will be there, right? You didn't notice, right?
No, sir.
So everyone, what will do, you will type something in the Google, you can see the response, right? But you cannot see in this URL. Okay, can you see here? There is a question mark here. Okay, so this question mark we can call it as a query parameter. Okay, so query parameter, what it will do, it is going to filter the resources or sort the resources. Okay, see in Google is one of the search engine, right? So in the Google, everything is available, right or wrong? If I want to know the cricket, I will get it. If I want to know the movies, I will get it, right? If I want to Gmail, Facebook, anything, whatever I want from Google, all this will be there. What query parameter will do? It is going to filter it and it will give the response to the user, right? Can you see question mark? What is this question mark will do? It is going to filter or sort the resources. Now cricket is there, right? I will remove this. Instead of cricket, what I will do? I'm going to type movies here. Okay. Now the moment I click on enter, what will happen? This entire UI will be changed. Instead of cricket, you could see some movies. See? Right or wrong? Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, movies. Now again, what I will do? Instead of movies, I'm going to write like Outlook. Outlook I will write. So the moment I wrote Outlook here, again if I hit enter, the entire UI will be changed to Outlook. Can you see? Now instead of Outlook, okay, if I change as Gmail, again it will change to Gmail. See? So what is this? What this query parameter will do? It is going to filter or sort the resources. Understood? That is called query parameter. Very, very important. In interview, they may ask you, what is query parameter? What is URI parameter? What is the difference between query parameter and URI parameter? Like this. Okay. So any questions here in the query parameter? Okay. So query parameter means what? It is going to filter or sort the resources. Okay. So request we can pass it in the form of query parameter. So here, what I will do with the addition? See, if I want to perform addition, what is required? What I want to do?
Any two numbers.
Very good. I need two numbers, right? 2 plus 9. Okay. So 2 plus 1. This is number 1. This is number 2. I want to pass these two numbers, right? Okay. I will come back here. So I need two numbers, right? So as you said, I'm going to pass number 1. Okay. Just hit enter. See, I got so many things. If this number 1 is required, required. Why? Because we need to pass the number, right? That's why it is required. Number 1 is required, number 2 is required. Can you see in the down required option is there? Select this required. If you want it, you just select it as a true. If you don't want, you just make it false. So required is true. So what is the type of this number? What type it is number?
Integer.
Integer. Very good. So the moment I click on this type, I could see time, string, number, all possible options came. Okay. So this number 1 is integer, right? I selected this number 1. Okay. So request we can pass it like this through query parameters. Number 1 I am passing. Similarly, I want to pass number 2. Okay. So here what you need to remember, wherever you wrote number 1, exactly under same line you have to write number 2, right? Why? Because can you see here in this tab I mentioned 2 plus 9. If I mention 2 here, if I take next tab, if I write 9, will it perform addition? No, right?
No, sir.
అండర్స్టూడ్. నేను చెప్పేది అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇక్కడ 2 నెంబర్ రాసి ఇంకో ట్యాబ్లో మళ్ళీ క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ రన్ చేసి ఇక్కడ 9 టైప్ చేస్తే ఈ రెండింటికి అడిషన్ అవుతుందా? కాదు కదా.
No.
Okay, ikkada kuda exact wherever you wrote number 1 in the same line you have to write number 2. See, now I am in a same line. Just I'll write number 2. So again, number 2 is also required, right? Select required. So once you select this required, automatically it is giving 2. Next, enter. What is the next one? Type. Type is integer. Select. Okay.
Kishore, what
Yes.
if we won't give any value like true or false?
True means like if you don't give also nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So by default, it will take it as true only.
By default it will be true only. Okay. That I will show you. I will make it false, and some cases I'll keep it true, and I'll see in the next classes. Okay. So today my intention is you want to create a API. Okay. If you want to create a API, what and all required and how to do it. Okay. So if you want to prepare a chicken, okay, what and all the things required? Chicken, some ingredients, right? Everything we need to collect it. Then we need to process it. How to do that process. So that is what I am explaining here. Okay.
Yeah, because you haven't used any required parameter under query parameter.
Sorry.
We haven't given anything under query for query parameter, whether it is true or false.
No. Query parameter is see, query parameter is nothing but like question mark. Okay. Request we can pass it. That's it. Okay. So if you are using query parameter means you need to pass the request. That's it. That is required false. It will be not like this. Okay. Required true or false, it will be for only fields. Okay. So suppose if you take application, okay, some of the applications, what will happen? Username is mandatory. Like if you are enter 2 characters, it won't take. Okay. So query parameter is nothing but like question mark. We are passing a request. Okay. Request means obviously it is mandatory. Okay. For this again we cannot mention true or false. Okay. In the request, whatever you are passing, that is required or not, that you have to decide it. Okay.
Yep.
So this is clear, right? Request.
Yes.
So if you want to construct API, we need 5 things: resource path, method, request. What is the next one? Response, then status code.
Yeah.
Okay. Now request is completed, right? We passed number 1, number 2 here. See, number 1, number 2. Okay. Now if we click on equal to, what will happen? We'll get the response. Okay. So now we create a request. Now what we need to expect? Response.
Yeah.
Where we need to write the response?
Outside of this block.
Not outside.
Just the outside, like under query parameter we need to
Very good. Very good. So exactly wherever you are passing request, in the same line you have to pass it. Can you see? If I click on enter, I am not able to see any response here. Now let me go back one step back. Still I am not able to see anything. Okay. Let me go one more step back. See, right now I am exactly under this request. Now can you see, is there any response? Yes, we do have a response. Click on response. Okay. So 200 means always for success. Okay. You have to write this, and this is the syntax you need to remember. Body. So what is the application type you are using? JSON or XML? Any one you can use today. Couple of days we'll go with the JSON. After that we'll go with XML. So body application JSON example. Okay, in the example I am writing this message. Here I am writing addition is some 8. Okay. So this response we will get it. Okay. Next. So resource path is done, method is done, request is done, response is done. What else?
HTTP code status code.
HTTP status codes. Okay. So what is HTTP status code? How many HTTP status codes are there? Everything we will see in the coming classes. For time being, I'm going to show you. HTTP status. Somebody making noise. 11, please go on. Okay. So there is a beautiful URL here. If you go through this http.cat, you could see all the status codes with expressions. Okay. You don't want to learn all the status codes. Okay. I will tell you what are all the status codes you need to remember. Okay. But time being, I'm going to post in the chat box. Okay. You just someone have a look. So anyone notice like these kind of status codes?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Error 404.
404 means what?
Not
Not
phone.
found.
Not found. Very good. Apart from this, do you know any other status codes?
200.
200 success. 500.
Internal.
Very good. Internal server error. Okay. So these status codes are universal status codes. Okay. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, irrespective of any technology, these status codes always remain same. Understood? So how you told like 404, 200, 500? You are not into MuleSoft, right? You guys are into different technology, right or wrong?
Yeah,
Yes.
wherever we are using HTTP, we will be finding this error codes, these codes.
Very good. That's what I'm saying. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, irrespective of any technology, not only MuleSoft, Java, .NET, wherever you go, if you see 200 means always success. 400 means always bad request, right? So that's why you just go through this, URL, whatever I shared. Okay. Just for time being, you just have a look. Okay. You don't want to learn anything. I will tell you what are all the status codes you need to remember in the coming classes. Okay. We do have so many days, right? We will learn slowly. So now where I need to write the status code? Already I wrote 200, right? Exactly on the same line, we need to write it. See, it is not coming, not coming, not coming. If I go here, it will come. See, it came here. Select whatever you want. Okay. Let me select 400. Body, application JSON, example. Okay, what is 400?
Bad request.
Very good. Bad request. Okay. That's it, right? Everything is completed, right? Resource path is done, method is done, request is done, response is done, HTTP status code. So we completed our API. We created our API. Now what is the next step? We have to test our API, right?
Sir, what is the header section here, body section here?
Okay. So this is the root session. You know root session, right? This is the root session, and then this is the header session, and then this is the body.
Okay.
Okay. Clear? Root session, header session, and then body session.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we created successfully one API. Now we need to test this API, right? How it is working. Can you see? Addition get method. Click on this get method. try it. So the moment you click on this try it, can you see number 1, number 2, it is asking. So we need to provide some value 4 and number 2 also 4. 4 plus 4 how much? 8. So if I click on this send request, it will give the response. So 200 success response. What is the message we got? Addition is 8, right? So our API is working fine. Now what I will do, instead of 4, I'm going to write 5. So number 1 I am passing as a 4, number 5 I am passing 5. Now if I click on send, what is the output I'll get?
9.
9. Very good. Any other answers?
Same output it will get.
Yeah,
output.
addition
Request.
is 8. It will be giving same
It
message.
is giving same as 8. Why it is giving same? 4 plus 5 how much? 9, right?
Because we haven't given the code
Logic.
to add the
Gave a
logic.
static value.
Yeah, the logic we haven't given here. We have just given the message.
Very good. So by using this, what we can do, we can give you a skeleton, we can give you a blueprint of our API. Understood? How it is going to work, just we are giving assumption, that's it. We did not implement any business logic to perform addition, right? That business logic where we will write?
Studio.
Very good. Very good. In the studio, we are going to write that business logic. I told you right in the beginning itself. Design means everything will be dummy. Okay. Whatever you are writing, that you will get it. Static one. See, addition is 8, right? Now, addition is pig. So even if I pass 2 numbers here, what is the output I will get?
Addition is big.
So 4 plus 4, again, if I write this, if I click on send, it will print whatever the message will be there, it will print. See, addition is pig. Okay. But we should not write like this, right? In calculator, pig will come, no, right? So that's why we need to provide some meaningful value. Okay. So now let me click on send. So we got addition is 5. Okay. Clear? So in the tomorrow session, what we will do, we are going to, whatever we implemented design, right? We will import this Ramel to Anypoint Studio and we will implement the business logic. That time what will happen? Whatever the values you are going to provide, accordingly we will get the result. Understood?
Yes.
That we will see it in the tomorrow class. Now, if you have any questions in this topic.
So Kishore, as an employee, MuleSoft employee, we will only be designing this.
Yes.
And we will only developing this.
Correct.
In studio.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
Usually
sometimes
what happens now for the design, we there is architect who will be giving us functional
architect,
right?
Architect is going to provide the requirements. Understood?
Okay.
So if you take chef in the kitchen, what he will do, chef will not go to the market, right?
No.
What chef will do? Some buys will be there. Okay. What they will do, early morning they will go to market and they are going to bring all the vegetable, chicken or mutton, whatever they want, they will bring it. Okay. And then they will be keep it in the kitchen. What chef will do, based on that ingredients, he is going to prepare whatever we want, right? Here also, architect, what he will do, he will collect the requirement from the client. Okay. What and all, what we want to do, okay, when we want to deliver this, everything, they are going to make an agreement. Okay. Once he will collect the requirement, he will give it to the developers, team leads and all. What we need to do, based on that request, we need to construct a API. Okay. What architect will provide? Architect will provide what is the resource path you want to use it, which method you want to use it. what is the request, response, status code, everything he will provide. Okay, but we need to construct this. And one more thing, it completely depends on organization to organization. Understood?
Mhm.
See,
Okay.
if you are taking very big MNCs, what will happen in MNCs, big MNCs, so many resources will be there. That means so many MuleSoft developers will be there. So there they are going to allocate, hey, you guys, you need to work only with this design. You
Okay.
will not
I
have
got
access to development.
it.
Next,
Okay.
some development team will be there. They won't work on design. They will work only on development. Some people will be there. They will work only on deployment. If you
Understood.
take
Yeah.
some medium range companies, we need to do it both, design, development.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
In startup companies, they are going to hire one resource, right? So
Mm.
everything you need to take care, design, development, deployment, everything. So
Yeah.
this will be vary from organization to organization. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you are getting opportunity to work only with this design, okay, you are the most luckiest person in the world. Why? Because to construct any kind of big APIs, it won't take not even hour. Understood?
Mm.
If you
But for
give me
development, it will need
development
logic.
logic and it may take more time.
Yes.
Okay. If you give any kind of API, okay, even some 10 lakhs response or anything, okay, I can construct you within 30 minutes. If you want to follow the best standards, everything within 1 hour, I can complete that. Okay. But in the real world, what will happen? If you want to design one API, they will give you 1 day time. Okay. Like this small API will be there, right? Only one endpoint, only get method we are using, right? For this, they will give you 4 hours of time.
Okay.
But usually how much time it will take? If you know everything, not even take, it won't take 10 minutes, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, like this, it is going to work in the office. Okay, someone is asking Lavan Kumar, when the error message will display as a bad request, on which scenario we can get the both protocols. First, let me finish this bad request. So when you will get the bad request means, see here, number 1, number 2 are the required fields, right? See, I'm not going to provide this number 1 and number 2. If I click on send, see, I'm getting bad request. Why? Because I already informed to the system saying that, hey, whatever the number which I'm going to give you, that is the mandatory field. Can you see there is a hashtag mark?
Yes.
Hashtag means mandatory, because I mentioned required equal to true. If I make it as a false, hashtag will go. See, there is no hashtag here, right?
If we won't give anything, it will behave as both true and false.
No, it won't. It will do only one thing, either true or false. That's it.
Okay.
So at a time, it cannot perform two things, right? If you design in the system like this, what will happen?
Means there could, like, say I want 3 numbers to add here as a API I want to design, and 2 I want to make it as mandatory, and the third one I just want to leave it like
Two
that.
numbers means, see, in the calculator, even we are not using three numbers, right? Okay, let me open this calculator. See, if you enter 222, it will consider it as only one number.
Yes, agree.
Plus 6. So
Yes.
only 2 will be there in this case. There is no third number, right?
We can give plus and add one more number, right?
Ah,
That's our option.
yeah. These are all optional. Okay.
Yes.
So, but whatever you want, you can mention it over here, either true or false, like this. Okay. If you mention, see, even by default, if you did not mention, by default, it will be true. Understood?
Agree.
Now let me remove this. See, I removed type is required true, right? This still it is showing hashtag.
Hashtag mandatory. Yeah.
That means by default it is a mandatory field. Even if you did not provide also.
Okay. If
by
we are
default,
giving as false, it is behaving as optional. Right?
Correct. By default, if you mention required is false, what will happen? Intentionally, we are giving input to the system saying that, hey, you have to make it this as a false, even though if it is true, you have to make it false. Understood?
Yep.
Clear? Okay. So this and all, if I explain very first day, some people will get confused. Okay. Anyway, we will cover in the coming classes. So what is the other question? If I am going to use this HTTPS, will it behave as a security? So this is dummy, right? Okay. Whatever we are passing, we can see it over here. Okay. It doesn't make any difference, even if you use HTTP or HTTPS in the design. But whereas in the development, if you use HTTPS, obviously there is a difference. Understood? So are you clear with this,
Yes, Kishore, this is clear.
Okay, someone Pradeep is asking what is master. So master is the branch, okay. So we are going to create some branches, right, in the Git. So this is one of the branch name. Okay. By default, we will have some master branch. Okay. If you want to, you can create a number of branches here. But
yeah, if you edit also we can write.
we can edit. Yeah. His design center act like a repository to maintain all the design pages. See, this entire Anypoint platform is hosted in the AWS, Amazon. Okay. But in this Anypoint platform, you can maintain n number of services. All services will be available in one single place. Okay. Okay, guys, you have only 1 minute left. Any questions you can ask me now.
Like in this is calculator API, right, Kishore? So
yes.
under master, we can edit like addition, subtraction, multiplication, like that.
No, this is the master means this is the one of the branch. Okay. In one branch, you can create a n number of APIs. Understood?
Oh, okay. Understood.
But if you want to perform some subtraction, again you can write it. Where you started addition, first line, right? Resource path. So here you can write subtraction. See?
So separate resource path we will be using for separate. Okay.
Why? Because that is it will perform something different, right?
Understood.
That's right. Can you see right now we have to addition, subtraction. If you want, you can change the method. Here you are using get method, right?
Yes.
Here you can go with the patch method. That we will see in the tomorrow class. Tomorrow what I will do? You need to explain, okay, what and all I need to write it here. You guys try to explain this. I will write it. Okay.
So
for today, what you need to
Kishore,
do? Yes.
Addition, it is an API, and subtraction, it is another API.
No. API means whatever you are writing, right? This is entirely one API. Okay.
Okay.
I will tell you here. So many things will be there. In one API, we can write n number of resource paths.
Resource path. Yeah, got it.
Okay. So addition you can write, subtraction, multiplication, division you can write. So this is entirely one API. Next tomorrow what we will do? We will create one more API, student API, employee API. Okay. Like this we will explain. See, these and all everyone will explain, not only me. Calculator, okay, employee, like this. Okay. Apart from this, I will explain you 5 live APIs. Live APIs means whatever I am working in my organization, that I can showcase to you guys.
Okay.
So here response, how many line? Only one line, right?
Yes.
But in the real world, you will get it some 2,000 lines, 4,000 lines, like this.
Okay. Mhm.
Now what I will do, I can promise you, I am going to show you the response, which consists of almost 6,000 lines. That kind of APIs I can showcase to you.
Got it.
Okay. So we'll go step by step. Today we will go with this. Tomorrow we can add few more endpoints. Then what we will do, we are going to optimize this code. Okay. See now, how many lines of code was there? For addition only, we got some 30, right?
Yeah.
Subtraction, multiplication, division. If I write it, it will come to close to some 100 lines, right?
Mm.
But as a best practice, we should not write huge lines of code in the root file. Can you see?
Oh.
So in the
Okay.
root file, we should not write. Our root
Mhm.
file will be always sweet and short. So now what we will do again, we are going to create some folders and files. Inside this, we will keep all our request and response. From
Oh,
here, we
okay.
can call it. That is the
Okay.
somewhat advanced that we'll see in the coming classes.
Okay.
So what is the difference between application JSON and XML?
Both are different data formats. Understood?
Yes.
So in real time, we may get the, files in the form of JSON or XML. Okay, both are the data formats. Understood?
Okay.
I'll show you. I will explain you both these scenarios. When we need to use, JSON, when you will go with the XML, that and all we'll see. Yes.
సార్ ఇక్కడ క్వెరీ పారామీటర్స్ లో మనం నంబర్స్ పాస్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా.
అవునండి.
నంబర్స్ పాస్ చేసినప్పుడు మనకి అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చేసి మెసేజ్ లో ప్రింట్ మాత్రమే చూపిస్తుంది. ఇన్ కేస్ మనకి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఇచ్చిన నంబర్స్ కి అడిషన్ ఆపరేషన్ అవ్వాలంటే వేరేగా మెథడ్ ఏమైనా యూస్ చేయాలా మనం?
మెథడ్ కాదండి, దానికి లాజిక్ రాయాలి. ఇదంతా డమ్మీ కదా.
యా యా.
సో దీన్ని మనము స్టూడియోలోకి ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసి అక్కడ లాజిక్ రాస్తాం అనుకోండి. అప్పుడు నువ్వు 2 నెంబర్స్ పాస్ చేస్తే 2 నెంబర్స్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. క్యాల్కులేటర్లో ఎలా వస్తుందో అదే వస్తుంది.
వాటికి ఇన్బిల్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఉంటాయి సార్, అది ఇన్బిల్ట్ ఉంటుందా?
మెథడ్ ఏదైనా వాడండి, మెథడ్ ఏది వాడినా ఇట్ డజంట్ మేక్ ఎనీ డిఫరెన్స్.
లాజిక్ అడుగుతున్నాను సార్.
లాజిక్ అంటే మనము ఎలా రాస్తామని నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చూపిస్తా. సో మీరు రేపు క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వండి, మీకు ఈజీగా అర్థమవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? యా.
సో రేపు స్టూడియో కూడా కవర్ చేస్తామా సార్?
రేపు స్టూడియో కవర్ చేస్తాం.
ఓకే
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం వాట్ ఎవర్ వి క్రియేటెడ్. ఎస్
సార్, క్లాస్ అవ్వగానే వెంటనే లింక్ షేర్ చేయండి సార్, రికార్డ్ చేసింది.
నేను చెప్తానండి. ఆ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ వాళ్ళు నిన్న తిరుపతి వెళ్ళారంట, సో అందుకే వాళ్ళు పంపలేదు. సో నేను ఇప్పుడు 1 అవర్ లోపల సెండ్ చేయమని చెప్తాను మీకు. ఓకేనా? సో నిన్న క్లాసు ఈ రోజు అన్ని పంపించేస్తాను.
హలో.
ఎస్
సార్, ఇది స్టూడియో మేము సిస్టమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసేదాన్ని
ఇప్పుడు ఏమొద్దు, ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయకండి.
సిస్టమ్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఏం కావాలంటే అది రెడీ చేసుకోవాలని సార్.
జస్ట్ 8 GB ఉంటే చాలండి. ప్రాసెసర్ ఏదైనా ఓకే.
ఓకే, ర్యామ్ 8 GB నా?
8 GB ర్యామ్ ఉంటే చాలు.
సరే సార్.
4 GB వర్క్ అవుతుంది కానీ టూ స్లో ఉంటుంది. ఐ వోంట్ రికమెండ్. ఓకే, 8 GB ఉంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫెయిర్ అండి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే. సో మీకు క్లాస్ టైమింగ్స్ కూడా వి విల్ డిస్కస్ అండి. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
So see, right now some 40 people will be there, right? All 40 won't continue, right? So people who want to continue, I will take your availability. Accordingly, we will plan it either morning or evening. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thanks all. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Thank you, Kishore.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.